This is Bad Karma Wrestling.
Give me a hell yeah.
With no gimmick Nick Johnston.
It doesn't matter how you feel.
And David Double D Dykstra.
And welcome in, everyone. Happy New Year and a happy Bad Karma Wrestling to everyone watching. Welcome in, Nick Johnston, Double D, David D Dykstra.
That's a contradiction right there, buddy.
What was that? What did I say?
Happy New Year from Bad Karma.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, why not? We're rocking.
Salutations, sir.
Yeah, top of the morning.
Salutations.
How you doing? How you doing today? Once again, we're in the same building.
I'm still getting over the sickness.
Yeah.
Because I'm not down with the sickness anymore.
Oh, wow.
Oh, nice. But,
Oh, sorry.
so if you see me go every once in a while, that's why.
You gotta hit the cough button there. Jim.
But no, other than that, solid holiday.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Some cool stuff happened.
Oh yeah, some
in
phenomenal stuff.
in the wrestling world. So,
Oh, yeah.
and to be honest with you, I completely forgot about Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah, Wrestle Kingdom was awesome.
Completely forgot about Wrestle Kingdom.
That's exactly what we're going to touch upon right here. We got, obviously, I wanted to, with the new year, I want to kind of reformat how we do it here. We've been hitting the two main things at the beginning, at the end, and then throwing some fun stuff in the middle.
Mushing it like a sandwich.
Yeah, we'll still be doing the fun stuff
Mush, mush.
every now and again, but want to start hitting with the breaking news and the juicy stuff, and then we'll kind of just slowly trickle in, between the WWE and the AEW news and everything else in between. So I think that's just a fine
Sounds
way to
good
get
to
started.
me.
So yeah, we'll obviously hit the breaking news, talk a little Wrestle Kingdom, obviously WWE side of things, and the AEW portion as well. So I think it's a good time to get started.
Let's
How
go.
about- So again, without any further ado, for the millions and millions watching at home, once again, finally, Nia Jax has beaten Becky Lynch on Raw.
Stop it.
No, I'm just kidding. I
Stop.
can't do that. I cannot
Stop
do that to
the
you
shenanigans.
again. Cannot do that to you again.
You didn't even know until I told you.
I know.
You looked at me and you went, "What?"
Yeah. No.
I said, "Becky put Nia over."
No.
Shut up.
No, sure enough, we'll get to that and everything on Raw Day 1 results next segment. But The Rock has come back again.
Horrible promo.
Oh, yeah, you think so?
Horrible promo.
That's exactly what I want to talk about. I want to get our reactions.
It was not his best work.
No, I don't think so.
Not even close to his best work. Jinder didn't help though.
No, I don't think he ever does.
I
But
think
don't you hinder Jinder. Don't you start hindering Jinder.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
There. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
When the man wins the
apologize.
title in Chicago, in the Allstate Arena, in the house that Jinder built, that you need to put some respect on Jinder Mahal's name. You do not hinder Jinder,
Oh,
ladies and gentlemen.
just listen, man. You cannot, under any circumstances, ever tell me that wasn't a, hey, we just launched WWE Network in India. Guess what we're going to do?
It was a little bit of that. It was plugging in Great Khali's wrestling school that helped out a ton, too.
What?
Yeah.
Why would you ever think of such things like that when WWE had just launched in India?
Yeah, exactly. So there was tons of stuff going on there. But yeah, I mean, just to set the stage, sure enough, Triple H promised in a tweet a former world heavyweight champion will be returning.
I will say this much.
Sure.
The initial reaction to it being Jinder Mahal was fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
The whole crowd was like phones and Jinder Mahal's music hit. You just see them all go.
I would have kept going. I would have just been laughing so hard. But sure enough, should have kept the phones up later on after he cut a little promo.
I think people got wise to it after, because Jinder's promo was, why Jinder? Why he was the best former WWE champion you could get to go out there.
Probably the only one that was willing to take a bump.
Off The Rock?
Yeah, and make himself look like an ass. I mean, yeah.
Come on. There's got to be some more people out there that are willing to.
Nah, I mean, he probably needed a little bit of dough too, a little quick little action with Jinder. So
Maybe he was trying to get Jinder over.
well,
As a heel.
Again, don't hinder Jinder. Jinder's over. I mean, let's not kid ourselves.
No. Jinder has never been nor ever will be
He'll get you.
over.
He'll be able. He'll get you.
No.
One day. No.
No.
He'll
The
creep
whole
up on
reason Indashir hasn't gotten over is because of Jinder.
It's because I don't think you're giving him a proper chance.
Stop it.
But sure enough, Rock comes out, gives him. I mean, probably the rock bottom. Well, people's elbow. I'm sure he gave him the whole rundown.
The rock, no, it was a spine buster. It wasn't even the rock bottom.
okay.
He went for the rock bottom, and Jinder fudged it up.
Oh yeah.
So he had to go. He had to go spine buster with it.
Ah, gotcha.
It was bad.
Gotcha.
It was real bad.
So yeah, Rock goes in there. You cuts a promo. You said he was looking a little gassed afterwards. Is that going to be a problem? You think going forward?
He's big.
Oh yeah, he's humongous.
So big.
Yeah.
Like, you look at The Rock when he was in wrestling shape compared to what he is now, I'd say a good 25, 35 pounds of pure muscle
Yeah,
he's
sure.
put on.
It's
if
from,
not
it's
more.
not from eating your vitamins and saying your prayers. There's a couple extra.
He's hanging and
extracurriculars.
banging.
Yeah, a little bit here and there.
It's going to be difficult for him to be in good cardiovascular shape compared if he's still carrying that kind of weight.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
There's only one dude ever in the world that has ever been able to have any kind of cardio, and he still doesn't have great cardio with that kind of bulk, and that was Brock, and that's just because Brock's a freak.
yeah, that's just not fair.
Brock's just a freak.
I think Joe Rogan said it best, and I hope I'm not turning anyone off when I say that, but it's just like, if you were going to give like an alien, like what's the best representation of a human? Put Brock Lesnar out there to be like our human representation to go out there and fight all the other aliens and stuff
the
like
alpha
that.
male.
Yeah, sure enough. Between him or when maybe Batista was in his prime, that would have been
Although
pretty crazy too.
the rumors have really started up that it's going to be him and Gunther at WrestleMania.
Oh, Gunther and Lesnar.
See, but my worry with that,
Okay.
you pissed Brock off. Brock has no problem going off script.
Oh yeah, he's shown that.
He's
time
done
and
it
time again.
multiple times.
Yes, he has.
So
Ask Randy. Ask
if Gunther
Braun
hits him
Strowman.
too hard once, Brock's going to split him open and not think twice about doing it.
Yeah, I think he'll give him a nice little little elbow, a little foot, little forearm.
He
to the
did it to
face.
Cena. He did it to Randy. He almost knocked Braun Strowman out with a kick to the face.
Yeah, wasn't it? No, I always mix it up with Jericho and Shane McMahon when he goes slow down, but it was basically the same thing.
It was
when he
like,
yelled at Strowman.
he breathe.
Yeah, relax, basically. Like, okay, scariest human on the planet. I will listen to you.
But yeah, that was another one that's catching some heat. But let's continue with the Rock stuff because
It's a good
it's interesting.
transition.
It's going to be interesting how they work this.
No,
If it is,
yeah, exactly that. From Gunther and Lesnar's potential Mania spot to what do we think? Is The Rock shooting for Mania? Is it just going to be a one-off at maybe Elimination Chamber? Or
how you gonna? Okay, first off, if Triple H talked The Rock into doing Perth instead of Mania, he's a freaking genius
okay,
to not mess with the storyline that they already had. The only way I see Rock Roman for the head of the table happening at Mania is if Roman drops the title to Cody.
okay,
Whether it can't be Rumble because he's supposedly facing either LA Knight, Randy Orton,
Roman Reigns is supposed to be okay.
or AJ Styles, which I think we'll get into what I think is going to happen in that match tonight
Okay.
a little bit later. But
Oh yeah, because we got SmackDown later tonight.
I worry about. I'd love to see it happen. I truly would. I think it'd be a great match. I think Roman would have to carry the match, which would be interesting because I don't know if Roman's had to carry a match in a very long time.
Yeah, but I'm honestly I've been on the side of his in-ring ability. While it's not of the of up to what everybody else is on other places and stuff like that. It's gotten better. It's gotten better for Roman's point of view, where
I'd
it's
say
not
that.
where it's not just punch and spear and spear and spear and punch and super punch and that's it. Superman punch. So it's gotten somewhat better. Not he's not technically sound, but it's become more watchable with, I guess, the dramatic effect where they could slow it down. Paul Heyman can set him aside. They can gain heat there. So he's building on different aspects, which is better than what it has been. So that's nice. So while The Rock was a nice touch, we'll see how that goes later on. You think maybe a little bit maybe an Elimination Chamber and beyond? I think he's gonna have to somehow, some way find his way into Mania.
Like I said, if Triple H sells him on Perth, you're a genius.
Is that where Mania? Is that where Chambers at?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's in Perth.
Yeah, Australia or something. Yeah.
So yeah, if he sells
My
him,
geography ain't too good there, mate. Yeah.
brilliant.
Going down
Might
under.
be even more brilliant than Vince if you can convince Rock not to do Mania.
There you have it.
Just saying.
Somewhat speaking of Vince, a little small transition. We got a couple minutes in this first segment here. Any quick thoughts on this Jericho allegation? It came out the day of World's End. If anyone isn't up to speed, sort of just I believe it was a post from a female wrestler. She's like, can we talk about Jericho, this, that, and the other? And then what really sparked it was that Kylie Ray liked the post, kind of confirming some other stuff. So there was that. There was the one screenshot that I saw of a private conversation, which was just Jericho saying, "So you're a journalist," and that was the end of that. So I wanted to get your reaction because the internet went crazy. Again, different reactions that he actually ended up still having his match at World's End. So they're waiting on proof. There's still that he wasn't on Dynamite. I want to get your reaction.
You're never going to get proof because everybody signed an NDA.
Okay.
Point blank, end of story, ladies and gentlemen. Unless somebody who has not signed one of those NDAs decides to tell a story, you're not going to hear squat. It would. Kylie Ray is a Chicago girl.
Yeah.
She hasn't wrestled in forever because of the mental anguish of whatever she was going through.
She also had a child not too long ago.
Well, she also did she really?
Yeah, I believe so.
You might want to check them facts, baby.
Sure.
If she did, it was not by. The last time I heard, she was recovering from either drug addiction or alcoholism. Now, granted, that was like a year and a half ago. So it's possible she had a baby.
April 26, 2023, Kylie Ray announces she's expecting her first child. So I'm sure
She announced it. Okay.
Well, I'm sure she already had it.
For
Had the child. I don't want to say it. So I mean that sounds awful.
It should be this month, actually.
Yeah, there you go. I can't do the math off the top of my head unless
It should be this month.
Yeah, unless it's fantasy football.
This month or early next month. Did she say who the daddy was?
Someone named Chris. I didn't Google search it. That's
Some rando dude named Chris.
Yeah, I mean that's about as much TMZ.
Well,
we're gonna
good
get.
for her. Hopefully that gets her on the right path. As far as the allegations go,
accusations I think is more of the better. I'm not
speculation.
I'm not a lawyer. Yeah.
Speculation
I'm just a
and
simple bird
grandiose blue blue. Let's be real. Like until does it have to do with Jericho? It might. Everybody has skeletons in their closet.
Yeah.
Everybody has done some shady stuff.
Yeah.
Here and there. It is what it is, man.
My big issue again is just that sure, no one's gonna know for sure. Is just that everyone's using that one soundbite of him. I guess coming to the aid of Vince McMahon when he was asked about his trouble, about his cheating and whatnot. So everyone keeps pointing to that as like, oh, that's proof because he said that about that. That's just how he feels about everything. Again, I'm not coming to bat for Chris Jericho in any sort of sense, but it is crazy when things are just thrown out there, and whoever throws it out there is just like, well, it's everybody else's problem now.
Well, I mean, how many professional wrestlers lost all their heat when that Me Too
Oh, a ton. Yeah.
I mean, it was crazy ridiculous to see how many of those guys treated the female wrestlers like just pieces of meat. I mean, one of my favorites, Marty.
Yeah, Marty Scurll, yeah.
Marty Scurll is one of my all-time favorites. I absolutely love the dude. But, like, he's just now getting back into professional wrestling because of all this. Joey Ryan, I don't think he hasn't wrestled in forever.
No, he turned into I'm not even joking. He was at Disney World being an attendant there. He was working Disney World in Florida. And then later on, in like a Reddit post, someone pointed out, there's like, hey, is that Joey Ryan working like Space Mountain right now? And sure enough, it got traction, and then Disney fired him because of it.
That's so bad.
Yeah.
But there's a whole bunch of guys from over in England that got, like, guys that were in AEW and starting to make traction in AEW got nailed. And by all means, don't think I'm trying to defend these guys whatsoever.
Oh, no.
They deserved whatever happened to them. But like I said, like, from that comes this, and you've got to wonder, because I know for a fact she left AEW, went straight to Impact, wrestled a match, and then just left.
Yeah.
Because of the mental anguish and everything that she's going to.
And she made a light little indie run,
and went down this horrible path, I guess, of drugs and alcohol, or one or the other, or both. And then now to see that she's back on a path, hopefully, especially if she's pregnant.
All I would say is that this is, again, not defending, this is a carny business. It started from carnival and carnival style people, so sure enough. What I meant to say. Yeah, sure enough, all these old timers that have had these past things, it sprouts from that. But again, that's no excuse. Move on really quick. I got a couple more minutes. Didn't personally see anything from Wrestle Kingdom, but we'll hit the high spots on the quicks. I think definitely just off the top, without a doubt, the David Finlay winning the title between Will Ospreay and Jon Moxley. I heard.
So that was the combination of the international. The New Japan International title and the New Japan US title?
Yes, that was the inaugural IWGP Global Heavyweight Championship.
Okay.
That's what that
All right.
is.
I'm okay with them calling it global.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So I mean, Moxley, he was even quoted. He's like, "There's 32 different titles. There's the global. There's
New Japan has a bunch.
Yeah. There's the international. There's the new heavyweight, underweight, whatever it is." But I heard it was a fun match. But overall, I think the highlight was Dolph Ziggler, Nick Nemeth. Nick Nemeth coming in, cutting a phenomenal.
Now
promo.
I know why he went by Dolph Ziggler. Nick Nemeth.
Oh, you don't like the alliteration?
No.
Oh yeah. Sure enough, Nick Nemeth comes in, from what I heard, cuts a phenomenal promo.
Oh, he cut a great promo.
And looks like a.
He's always been a great promo guy, though.
Yeah. I am very excited for a Nick Nemeth New Japan run.
That'd be interesting. That was a great alliteration.
Didn't mean to do that, but that's
awesome.
That's the profession. That's just how we do it here.
You're goddamn professional. That was amazing.
Oh yeah. So a Nick Nemeth New Japan run. I'll run it back one more time. Sounds phenomenal. Sounds phenomenal. Oh wow. Oh yeah. I'm
it leads to speculation. He eventually is going to end up in AEW. I think
so.
He wanted to go over there just for a little bit, probably to knock the rust off.
Yes, I think so. And honestly, just to get a new style, to get a new brand, to rebrand yourself, I think that's the way to go.
Juice went over there and got huge.
Exactly.
Juice is a bad man pajama, by the way.
Reset yourself, and hopefully he can come back from his back surgery. So that would be great.
Well, he doesn't have to worry about it. He isn't the best wrestler in his family or in his relationship. So
okay, fair. Quickly, we got Okada defeating Danielson in a singles competition.
Good.
Yeah.
Brian needs to be taken down a couple things.
I thought this was interesting. A ton of title changes, by the way. Hiroshi Tanahashi defeating Zack Sabre Jr. for the New Japan World Television Champion. Do we think we're going to get Zack Sabre Jr. headed to AEW anytime soon?
Well, that's because Tanahashi's now the owner of New Japan Wrestling.
Okay. Just putting himself over. Okay.
I think this is probably Tanahashi's last run. He's if you've seen Tanahashi when he comes to AEW, the guy can barely walk.
Yeah.
So it's probably his one last goodbye. It'll be interesting to see if Zack Sabre Jr. comes to AEW or to America.
Yeah, absolutely. So when we return, just a few, we're going to continue on with this WWE point of view on the wrestling side of things. So stick around, more Bad Karma Wrestling when we return.
Hey, watch your mouth. Why? I'll just put a quarter in the swear jar. Once it's filled, we get a Coors party after work. I've been drinking Coors since my college days. The cold draft taste is second to none. Yeah, worth the recorder, am I right? You know it, mother.
Hey, you get those reports done?
Yeah. No. You, sir. Attention, employees.
The staff meeting, scheduled for this evening, will now be held tomorrow early as
That is all. Dudes, we're only 75 cents short. Oh, shh. Boss. Hey, sir, go yourself. You're fired!
The Chicagoland area has a large number of lonely dogs currently filling shelter pens, just waiting to find a family. Nothing adds warmth to a home like a wagging tail and a warm pair of brown eyes. If you are considering adding a dog to your household, visit the Anderson Animal Shelter, where adoption counselors can assist you in selecting your new best friend. Make your house a home. Adopt a shelter dog. To see a current list of adoptees, visit their website at www.andersonanimalshelter.org or meet them in person at 1000 South LaFox Street in South Elgin. Don't have room in the home for a new furry family member? Donations of toys, collars, and soft or hard non-perishable dog food are always accepted and are greatly appreciated. All animals are spayed or neutered and are waiting with tails wagging to find a loving home. Visit 1000 South LaFox Street in South Elgin or www.andersonanimalshelter.org for more details.
This is Bad Karma Wrestling
Give me a hell yeah.
with No Gimmick Nick Johnston
It doesn't matter how you feel.
and David Double D Dykstra.
And we're back. Welcome back. Bad Karma Wrestling in the building. Still Double D, David D. Dykstra. And to my right, I'm still Nick Johnston, ready to rock and roll, talking some WWE side of things. In the beginning, again, talked a little bit of Rock and his return. But I want to shift gears. Between, well, what is everybody else going to do now that The Rock is back?
Is he back, though?
Is he back, though, again?
Is he back, though?
Is he back, though?
I mean, he cut the promo. Doesn't mean he's back.
But he wanted to be at the head of the table. He wanted the head of the table.
Which, I don't know about you.
I don't know
but
about
as
you.
soon as he started cutting that promo about going out to eat, I was like, I know where this is headed. I know exactly where this is headed.
Does he want some cherry pie at the head of the table?
I wasn't sure. I thought he was going to go pie there for a second. And then he started talking about the bar, and I was like,
I smell, but I took a shot.
I don't know. I don't think he's going to be here as much as everybody thinks he's going to be.
Oh, no. He'll be here for the big spots. He'll be here in promos via satellite. I love that one. Love when they used to see that. Live via satellite. We got them. Or he'll probably come back here and there. He'll be in the back doing spots, running around, running into other individuals. Probably like what's the little guy? Naito.
I like that lower third, buddy.
With the Rock's return.
No, WWE at a crossroads.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Play on words.
Absolutely.
I like it.
Wait.
Nicely done, sir.
I mean, will Cody Rhodes be able to finish the story?
Cody Rhodes is finishing the story. They don't bring you back not to finish the story. This isn't Vince McMahon WWE. It might take a little bit longer than everybody suspected, but as of right now, from everything that I've read, Cody's still the plan at Mania.
Yeah.
Now, whether or not
They said that a while ago.
Whether or not that means Rock and Roman meet in Perth, or hey, guess what? And this might be a way to work it. Have Roman wrestle 2 nights.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Has the match against The Rock, wins against Rock night 1 to end night 1, but then has the main event against Cody night 2, drops the belt, and the excuse is he had to wrestle twice in one night.
Yeah, but then that adds to Cody's part. Like you can't have him go over clean like that. He needs to go over clean and easy.
How beautiful.
No excuses at
See,
all.
but no, it leads to
Number 3?
Roman, Cody 3.
At 41?
Roman had 1 at WrestleMania. No, I wouldn't say at 41.
So
maybe
like SummerSlam or something?
maybe like maybe like SummerSlam
Okay. Have a SummerSlam in
or Money in the Bank.
Have a SummerSlam in
Could do
Atlanta.
Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank would be good. Or Bash at Berlin.
Okay. Yeah.
Could do it at Bash at Berlin.
Yeah, I think that's...
By the way, my name's David Double D Dykstra. This is No Gimmicks Nick Johnston. If you need somebody to be creative for your wrestling company, I'm just saying.
We'll be a part of the creative
We
team.
just came up with this off the top of our heads, man.
Yeah, we're rocking. We're doing it.
Email us.
Let's see. I just thought it was also funny, the memes going around. Punk returns to and possibly trying to get a Mania main event, all for it to be taken away from The Rock yet again. So I thought that was
I think his Mania moment's already set up.
for him and Rollins.
Honest to God, I think Punk might win the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, that could be the thing. It's. I mean, that might be set for it. He will probably win the Rumble. If he doesn't win the Rumble, whoever doesn't win that between him and Rhodes is going to win the Chamber.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Ooh, I wouldn't mind Punk winning the Chamber. No, let Rhodes win the Chamber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let Rhodes win the Chamber. Let him be all bloody and beat up, and like I said, have him. It would be more sympathetic.
Here's
be way more sympathetic if he comes in at number 1 and not goes through it all and beats everybody, but comes in at number 1 and is like, oh my God, he's been in the Chamber for 40 minutes and it came out number 1 and it came out on top.
Here's the bigger question. Money in the Bank's coming up here pretty quick.
Yeah.
Like 3-4 months. Priest still hasn't cashed in.
Nope. El Senor.
Could he be the first ever not to cash in?
No, they will.
It's going to have to happen soon.
I suppose so, but I mean, still 3-4 months.
You're not giving them code or Punk Rollins at Mania. But isn't Money in the Bank before Mania? Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's got to cash in before that.
No, it wouldn't been, Money in the Bank would be after.
No, Money in the Bank's before now.
Oh,
I believe. I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
I don't think so. No, it'd have to be.
I'm just mad that it's not in Chicago again this year.
Yeah, that would be been a good pop.
It's one of my favorites.
But I think it would have been Carmella, if anything. I think that was the longest time not cashed in, but she still cashed in successfully when she won it. It was like 10.
I want him to
it was
cash
like 10 or
in
11
successfully.
months.
I think Damian Priest deserves to
Oh
be.
yeah, big time. You go back and watch his Ring of Honor stuff. It's a ton of fun right there. Very much well deserved. Was there anything? Okay, so hitting right there, rocking all done with there. Was there anything big in Raw Day 1 results? Anything to hit right there?
We got to talk about your girl.
Yeah, Nia Jax getting the win between her and Becky Lynch. What is going on?
What is going on?
Yeah. Is Becky Lynch? Does she need some time off? Is that the game plan?
Why are you putting that? Never mind. I'm not going there. I'll be nice. I'll be nice.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't understand. There's a storyline there somewhere. I don't know exactly what it is, but there's a storyline. I just don't know what it is.
I'm reading right here. Apparently, Nia Jax's hometown of San Diego was hyped for the matchup. So I guess maybe just getting a win
In her hometown
of San Diego. Didn't know that. Excuse you. So I mean,
there's no reason that Nia Jax should never ever be anything but mid. ever.
Wasn't it 30 seconds ago you're going to try and be nice? You just said
Ever.
you're going to try and be nice.
I could sit here and say there's no reason they should have ever brought her back. As many people as she's injured.
Well, I was going to say no one got hurt in the making of this matchup.
Really?
Or,
If I remember correctly,
Maybe a couple of
Becky
bruised
was a little
egos.
bloody,
well,
but that's just me.
the Irish Lass dropped one right there to Nia Jax. Well deserved.
I have no idea what's going on there. It's going to be interesting.
Sure enough. Looking on more, it says Shinsuke Nakamura trying to haunt more of
Me
Cody
liking
Rhodes.
this storyline a lot.
Sure. Shoot. Why?
Because Shinsuke's hella scary now that he's actually speaking Japanese.
Okay.
I'm dead serious, dude. Like, if he were to do those promos in English, I don't think it would have near as much effect as it does when he's speaking Japanese and he can be him from New Japan, being sinister and being him.
I think you're right on that one, because if he's going to go try and speak English, obviously it's not his native tongue. It's going to come off more comedic and not be taken seriously.
I love
that is a
the
very good
Muda
point.
missed out of nowhere, too.
Yeah.
He goes over, beats Muda in his last match, and Muda must have gifted it to him because now all of a sudden he's spraying like there's no spray tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. There you go. So, I mean, yeah, I have to check back in on that one. It says Jey Uso and Kofi Kingston versus Imperium was stopped due to referee Giovanni Vinci injury.
Giovanni got his bell rung.
Ooh, okay.
Hard. Nothing bad. Kofi came with a drop kick, caught Gio
Square in the nose.
flush in the face, but that wasn't what did it. That would have been fine. Gio was up in the air when it happened, so he goes back and you can see the back of his head hit the mat like really hard.
In the ring, right?
Yeah, in
Okay,
the ring.
Okay, thank God.
And it was they needed to stop that.
Similar to how if you got tackled in a football game, when you come back down, your head kind of smacks.
It was
and bounces
a
back
recoil.
up. Yeah.
For sure,
Okay. Exactly like that. So yeah, that's a tough look.
It wasn't as bad as Enzo's, but it was bad.
Yeah. I mean,
Enzo
he was
getting-
legitimately out cold.
Enzo getting poo whipped by the ropes and his head hitting the mat was funny but scary all at the same time.
I do like Simon Gotch's.
Oh, get up, you puss.
Yeah, that
I
was-
love that.
Yeah, Simon Gotch's interview on that one's pretty good. Miz TV, looks like R-Truth found themselves in a confrontation with the Judgment Day.
I love that R-Truth is back.
Oh,
Dude, him trying to be part of the Judgment Day is absolutely
yeah. This is a fun little gimmick.
comical. And it's so funny.
Yeah, they went ahead and beat Dirty Dom and JD McDonough.
So I'm assuming you didn't see this.
I did not.
So they win. Miz does the what's his move called? I'm blanking on it. Yeah. So he does his signature move, pins him.
Skull crushing finale. Sorry.
Skull crushing. Now, mind you, they're taking on Dirty Dom and JD, and our truth's supposed to be part of the Judgment Day. So he's like hugging on Miz, and Dirty Dom and JD are on the outside, and he's just doing this the whole time, looking at them, going, just waking the whole time. I'm losing it. It's so good.
That's so good.
It's so good. I mean, he's already broken Priest how many times?
Oh, yeah.
Like 3 times already that he's broken Priest and not even trying hard.
Oh, yeah. Priest seems like he would crack Finn Balor for sure. I think Dom is kind of in that where he's just so ridiculous he can also match that same energy. But that's good. That is.
JD plays it straight too.
Oh, that's good.
JD plays it so straight. It's
Okay.
amazing.
Man, he probably fell apart back
I mean, we
there
got to get to the
afterward.
Drew McIntyre Seth Rollins match, which was
Yeah.
a phenomenal match. But
But Drew dropping another title match.
here's the interesting part to that match. Since you didn't see it, Drew hits him with the Claymore.
Okay.
Rolls him up in the pin, rolls him so hard that his foot hits Seth's foot, gets on the rope. 1, 2. So Drew has no one to blame but himself for losing the match. How great is that storytelling?
Yeah, that can add to it. That's a tough one for sure.
That was a great way to spin that story.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Just a little bit of side note. Sammy was supposed to be back this week, but at the MSG,
The house show.
At MSG, he got split open.
Ooh.
15 staples in his head.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Did not hear about that.
He's fine.
Okay.
But
Just a gasher, just a gusher. Yeah.
oh, it had to have been a
yeah.
chair shot
Oh,
because it was right like here,
right on top of the dome.
right on the dome piece.
Don't try this at home, kids. That's what they say every single time. It's not just
Piece.
it's not just what they throw up at the beginning. But there you have it.
I'm looking forward to New Year's resolution. Let me just say this as far as the triple threat match tonight to see who the number one contender is for the Royal Rumble. I would not be shocked if somehow the tribal chief and the goons get involved in that triple threat and it becomes a fatal four-way at the Royal Rumble.
Okay, yeah, really quick while you brought it up, just what should be maybe WWE's New Year's resolution, just as a whole, as a company, maybe looking forward? What do you think? Just what should be a goal?
Doing what you're doing. Andrade's coming back. I think once Keith Lee is done with his contract, he'll come back. Adam Cole's done for right now. That's a conversation for a later year. Adam Cole's done for a while. I would love to see
You really think Cole would go back? He's with all his buddies right now and Britt Baker.
all of them will come over.
That's insane. That is absolutely bonkers.
Cole, Roderick, Bobby Fish.
You think they'll take Matt Taven and Kanellis?
It would be interesting to see what they would do with Michael Bennett and
Just to
Taven.
have all those people turn on what is a nice, great relationship with Tony Khan, I don't see that happening.
Adam loves Triple H.
I'm sure.
Loves Triple H. Adam's come out and said that if he'd have known what was going to had gone down, he would have never left WWE.
Yeah, I'm sure he says that, but it is what it is. We'll have to look forward to that. We also got some AEW at the top of it. Going to go talk some results from World's End, so stick around. More Bad Karma Wrestling when we return.
Throughout the 1960s, 70s, and 80s, Judy Finelli established herself as a masterful juggler and performer, making appearances everywhere from Carnegie Hall to Sesame Street. With her loving heart, she has brought warm smiles to children everywhere she has performed. She even started the San Francisco School for the Circus Arts, but shortly after, she was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, and by 2004, she was completely paralyzed. In celebration of her accomplishments and to fight the illness that had crippled Judy, a group of students from the San Francisco Clown College have compiled the perfect holiday present for those who want to laugh and to help those struggling with the illness. The goal has been set at $1 million raised, with 100% of any dollar made to be donated to the Judy Finelli Fund, which is helping find a cure to multiple sclerosis. Visit www.circuscenter.org to make a donation or to purchase a framed naked clown photo or the full Naked Clown 12-month calendar. Remember, 100% of every dollar is donated and goes to fighting MS.
Man, I'm so hungry. I need somewhere to eat fast. I have no idea where to go.
Psst. Hola, me llamo El Taco de Taco. You know where to go for the amazing taste that'll have you craving more? Taco Bell.
Alright, can I get 20 tacos, please?
You got it.
Thanks, Taco.
De nada.
Good. That's it. Eat the tacos.
Taco Bell. Live más.
This is Bad Karma Wrestling
Give me a hell yeah.
with No Gimmick Nick Johnston
It doesn't matter how you feel.
and David Double D Dykstra.
We're back. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. Back on Bad Karma Wrestling.
Back again.
Nick Johnston.
David Double D Dykstra.
Oh, yeah. Ready to rock and roll. Ready to talk some A-Dub. It's on my shirt. It's on my chest right now. But hopefully maybe it was in your living room as World's End was the last pay-per-view of the year, AEW's World's End, to end the year, end 2023. And it was okay. It was okay. There was some spots that were bad, but there were also some matches that definitely turned it around. And if it was just solely on that,
I love you, Dustin. Stop wrestling.
that's where you and I differ. We're gonna get we'll
Stop.
We'll go ahead
Stop.
and hit the full rundown.
Go to WWE, get put in the Hall of Fame, be happy.
You just want to send everyone off to WWE. It's funny. It started off with the 20-man battle royal that was given to Luchasaurus. I mean Killswitch. Killswitch. That later plays.
So
plays
stupid.
Into play. It plays in later.
I know, but it's so stupid.
Yeah, I know. There could have been an opportunity there.
It's all going to change because a certain someone's trying to trademark Jungle Boy. So if that happens, it's all changing.
I mean, I'll jump back to this in a second, but you'd starting off with Dustin. Here's the thing.
You can here's the thing all you want. You're wrong.
Fine. Here's the thing. AEW's been catching a couple L's here and there between starting off the day really, really hot with the Chris Jericho allegations, whatever word we want to throw in there. I guess Keith Lee gets hurt. What was the?
Keith Lee's been hurt.
Okay.
It was and just working through it.
Okay.
But I guess it got re-aggravated in his match on Collision or something like that.
Yeah, I'm reading it right here on
To
BR.
where
Due to not being cleared, Keith Lee was unable to compete.
It was not Keith's call. It was the doctor's call.
Okay.
So
So here's the thing. Again, I'll start off with that again. You could throw in a young talent and be like, oh, yay, give him an opportunity. It could have been a fun jump-around match where it's just spot after spot of flip-flops and who's he does it and what's he woos and who's he plunkets.
I like that.
And wobbly
You almost had me convinced with the Uzi Plunkets.
But throw in a guy that's been there, done that. They were in New York, so again, a big spot, a big opportunity on the pay-per-view. Give a guy who knows what he's doing and can have a match still can have a match.
See,
you
but-
can't say I'm not going to sit here and say it was 5 stars, but this was a veteran that could still go, that needed to put over young talent, did so because Swerve is so over. It's not. You could have put me in the match and it probably would have still got over.
So let me put it to you this way. You just brought it up.
Okay.
Swerve is so over.
Okay.
What did this match do for Swerve getting even that much more over?
Putting
him
in a match.
Goddamn thing.
Putting him in a match where he didn't have to hurt himself, go crazy, and it was a technically sound match.
I'm telling you, there are multiple other wrestlers that could have been taking that place. Shane Taylor
Was
there
any big botches?
Final battle. I could care less about big. What I'm saying is, you have all this momentum, you have all this steam. Going up against a guy like Dustin Rhodes, no offense to Dustin, I love you forever, will always be one of the iconic wrestlers of my generation, Goldust. But going up against Dustin Rhodes at this point in Swerve's arc is a bad move.
I'll spin zone it this way really quick. With an hour and a half before showtime, who in that AEW locker room?
Shane Taylor.
With an hour and a half? Where
Shane
was
Taylor.
he? Where was he? Was he even on site? Was he ready to go?
And that's what we don't know. We
Yeah.
don't. I would assume he is because most of those ROH guys travel with and they have matches
Maybe,
before
but
and after.
you can't assume that he was in town. I'm sure if he was there, maybe he would have given the green light.
I think they were, like you said, I think they were going with a guy that they knew that they could trust, who did have a tag team with Keith Lee. Granted, I understand that angle of it too. I'm just
It's
saying,
always a real big stretch with AEW. It's like, why? How does this make sense? Like, okay, well, he had a tag team match against each other like 3 months ago. It's like, okay, fine. But
they were tag team partners,
Yeah.
so I understand that aspect of.
Yes.
My whole thing is, for me, I would have if the ability was there to have someone like a Shane Taylor or
Yes.
one of those other.
I'm agreeing with you on that, but I'm not agreeing with you the fact that it was just because it's Dustin, it should be marked off as a bad match,
I'm not
a bad
saying
move in general.
I'm not saying bad match. I'm not even saying bad move. I just think it was a bad decision.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think
That's
so at
just
all.
me.
But overall, again, you could have put anyone in there. Swerver's going to get the win. Swerver's just so over. It does not matter. So he's just absolutely killing it. It should be eventually
That
down
one's.
the line.
I'm gonna be real with you. That one right there, that one's killing Triple H.
Yeah.
That was one of his guys, and Vince was like, "Nope, see you later.
Yeah.
No time." And now he's killing it.
Unbelievable. And then now dipping into Dynamite. I know you didn't see it, but it was Garcia and Swerve in the main event.
I want to see it.
And Daniel Garcia did his little dance, and Nana, sure enough, did his little back and forth, and then
They
they
had
go
a
back
dance
and
off?
forth. Yeah, they had a little mini dance. Oh man,
Fantastic.
oh, it was phenomenal. It was worth the entire 2 hours of it. Was worth everything.
He
right
back there dancing.
Yeah, no, he was dancing during the Hinsdale Central games while we're calling games. I couldn't stand it. Sorry. Per side note,
It's the new Sniffles.
trying to
It's
call
the
games.
new Sniffles.
Let me get this straight. I was trying to. It was really tense. I was trying to keep the vibes up at the game. It was down the wire.
We
Calling
have
high school basketball
have-
games.
we have a new Sniffles.
Calling high school basketball games, and I'm trying to be serious, and I got this guy jump around, jump up, and get down. Like, what are we doing? Like, you're on color, my guy. You're supposed to feed me stats.
Oh my God.
Sorry, we're on such a tangent right now. No one cares about Hinsdale Central.
All I
versus-
have to say,
versus Fenton.
all I have to say is, please tell Timmy that the next time you see him.
Oh, that was absolutely ridiculous. Sorry. I'm sorry. That was in the chamber. That was unprofessional of me. It was also unprofessional of you, to be honest. But back to Prince Nana. He was dancing a little bit better than Scotty over there on the ones and twos.
I'm sure a lot better.
Not dealing with it. Not dealing with it. We're on to bigger and better things. Speaking of Daniel Garcia, he actually got the win all the way at the beginning of the pay-per-view in that 8-man tag. And later on, it was, again, flip-flopping. Won the 8-man tag on World's End. Loses on Dynamite, but coming out afterward comes Tony Khan and says, we're going to see a lot more of Daniel Garcia in 2024. I'm personally a big fan of that. Give that man some more of a push.
He needs to get away from the gimmick.
And that gimmick is
the dance gimmick. I know it's over, and I get it.
It's the dance gimmick, but it also is just like
I want to see.
It's him being an entertainer. That's the whole thing.
Incorporate that dance into being that badass. His perfect mixture was his match versus Brody.
Yeah.
He was dancing, but he was still that technical wrestler.
Oh yeah. And if you
And
really
that's
want
what I
to see
wanna
the
see
technical side, you go over to Garcia versus Wheeler Yuta on the Ring of Honor for the Pure title. I mean, those matches are
By the way,
great.
love to see Yuta put up his title versus Hook.
I mean, actually, Hook just put up his title against
Yeah,
Yuta.
I saw that one.
For the FTW title. Hook retained in FTW rules. They do rule. Miro Andrade's last match in AEW. Did you want to do maybe just a pass-fail, just a grade on Andrade's overall time in AEW?
Fail.
Fair
They
enough.
misused him so badly. They finally started using
He
him
also
right.
got into little arguments and spats in the back, and he's just hot-headed. It seems to be his
when
go-to thing.
when you're sexually frustrated and away from your wife, it happens.
That's no excuse. You keep it in your pants there, Jim. Yeah, I know what's going on. I don't know. Having the
just
back
saying.
and forth between him and Sammy Guevara.
And I mean, not being the best wrestler in your own family too is kind of sucky.
That's yeah.
His wife's Charlotte Flair.
Fair. That's fair.
I'm just saying.
And I'm just saying, is the grass going to be greener on the other side? Is he going to get the world heavyweight title match? Is he going to get the pushes that he desires in WWE?
I honestly believe they're probably going to bring him in to be the to be the new head of the LWO now that Ray's hurt.
Sure, yeah. But still, no one's going to care about the LWO.
Stop it.
Oh, okay, all right.
Stop. #1 selling merch in all of WWE.
CM Punk.
Wrong. It's the LWO.
It's the
merch.
LWO. Okay, I can understand why.
I mean,
but if you go on the street and you ask somebody who's in the LWO, you're gonna get strikeouts left and right, my dude.
I mean, that's how.
You're gonna be batting
That's how it
zero.
was in WCW. The only two that I knew were Juventud and La Parka, and I love me some La Parka.
Would, yeah. Going on down the line, let's see. Tony Storm retains. Thank God. I mean, honestly, it's the most over.
Why do they
thing
keep
going on.
bringing Riho back?
She gets
105 pounds if we're lucky.
She gets a pop, so I can see.
Which I don't get.
That's fine. I don't get it either. But if it draws
Was she
eyeballs,
really
that's
that
fine.
great in Stardom?
I guess so. Not my cup of tea. I'm okay with that. That's fine. It's fine.
Tony Storm is next level.
Yes.
I'm almost to the point, if she has a run, that I might put her in the same breath as Becky Lynch.
Yeah, okay. Tough.
Disagree?
About who again?
Becky Lynch and her, same
Becky
level?
Lynch and who? Becky Lynch, Tony Storm. Okay, yeah. No, I'm sorry. I was reading other.
No, you're
stuff
fine.
right
You're
now.
fine. You're fine.
No, that's a good argument right there.
If she has a good run.
Yeah, fair enough. Let's see. It just says the other 8-man
Which,
tag. I'm reading this off
which
of
with
VR.
everybody who's coming back and they're bringing in now in the women's division, dude, it's gonna be rough not to keep that title.
Yeah,
on her.
jumping ahead, AEW just
Yeah,
killing
we can
it right
we
now.
can talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, might as well.
Why-
Deanna Purrazzo debuts on Dynamite last night. I was after Mia Rose. Is that how you say it? What was her name? The woman that
Nia.
the woman that's doing
Nia Rose.
No, the woman that's doing the same Mickey James gimmick between her and
You
Toni
mean the
Storm.
transgender girl?
No, I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about the whoever had their I'm gonna have to pull up the Dynamite results now.
Isn't that's the only one with the last name Rose?
If I'm again,
Nyla Rose.
No, I know. I'm Mariah May. My apologies.
Oh, Mariah May.
Mariah May.
Her AEW debut.
Yeah.
If you'd have said the sidekick to Tony Storm, I would have known who you were.
Yeah,
talking
that's what I was saying right there. I was saying whoever she's the one that's doing the Mickey James, basically the Mickey James.
about.
gimmick
Okay,
where she's
okay,
obsessed.
now I get where you're going
Yeah,
with it.
okay.
The Mickey James Trish Stratus.
So yeah, I mean completely getting away. So Mariah May wins her match against
Lesbian
Queen.
storyline.
Yeah. She beats Queen Amita. Not nothing too crazy. It was actually some impactful.
five?
Yeah, some impactful strikes between her. So that seemed pretty good. But
Well, and the
Deanna
best-
Purrazzo makes her debut afterward. Thoughts on that?
And like you said, the best thing you can ever say about a women's wrestler is people say she wrestles like a dude.
Yeah, that's the good compliment.
Deanna Purrazzo is I would put her on the same level technically as Natalya.
Yeah.
Like just super technically sound.
Yes, absolutely. And like you said, powerful enough that
Never
it's
gonna
realistic.
never gonna do anything that you're gonna be like, what the? But just so technically sharp. She doesn't have bad matches.
Yes.
She just doesn't.
And it's you can name a couple of names for sure, but it's when Deanna Purrazzo gets in there, it's never like, oh wow, what are you doing? It's okay, wow, this is a good technically sound match, exactly that. Strikes coming in with you. Chelsea Green, was that her name?
Yeah, Chelsea Green, the one that's in WWE now. Yeah, that they just lost the tag team titles.
Oh, okay. I keep switching it up. Then what's the other one that kind of a pit bull? She's in TNA.
Oh, Jordan Grace.
Jordan Grace again. I'm all over the place with names.
I want her in WWE.
I think she'd
I
actually do pretty well.
swear to
there.
God.
But I feel like that's a good, also same little comparison. They've had good matches and they've actually wrestled a ton of men down over there too. So
Behave.
Good comparison. I mean, this seems like a big uplift in AEW's women's division right now. You got Deanna Purrazzo signed, Mercedes Moné. I said potentially. You said cross that out. Just basically signed, sealed, delivered.
The actual word was here. Let me find it real quick. This is the dirt sheet now. Sean Rosa Sapp reiterated that Mercedes Moné is expected to go to AEW unless something drastic
So
changes.
something catastrophic must happen unless if we don't want to sign him there. Between that, Jamie Hayter possibly coming back from injury sometime soon. Serena D made her little return, or has been sprinkled it in. Excuse me. Thunder Rosa, also Britt Baker coming back, either returning from injury or just waiting in the wings. This women's division is shaping up pretty well.
Julia Hart, Sky Blue.
Yes, exactly.
Red
hot.
I'll say this right now. I want at least 1 or 2 more women to join them.
Okay, fair.
If it's those twin girls that were jobbing a lot for people, the Valdez twins, or I'm not sure. I can't remember their last.
I think I know who you're talking about, but again, yeah, the names will go away from me.
Those girls would be great. Or if you want to listen, turn Willow and
oh yeah, completely. Yeah, Willow Nightingale too.
Turn Willow.
Willow Nightingale.
Turn Willow heel. Turn what's her name that dropped the title to Julia Hart?
Statlander.
Statlander's one of my favorites.
Yeah, Statlander.
Turn her heel.
She lost to Nightingale at the opener, so I mean,
yeah,
that was interesting too. Yeah, I mean this so far the pay-per-view decent enough. We got a couple more minutes here, so kind of just breeze over Julia Hart, Abaddon. Julia Hart retains.
Love me some Abaddon.
Yeah, Christian Cage, Adam Copeland. Copeland gets the win initially. And then, of course...
So stupid!
And then, of course, Killswitch comes back with his TNT guaranteed title shot, gives it to Christian Cage. He's able to use it, and then he is back to being the TNT title winner.
He's got so much heat, though.
Match was fun.
You just can't... You can't not.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't like him. I think he's a horribly stiff wrestler.
Yeah.
And his promos are never that great. But he does shock value now, so he's getting over as a huge heel.
It does add like just one more big oomph, like, oh, you hate him even more. He's just that short-lived career, that short-lived title reign. To be fair, that title reign wasn't too long, wasn't too much in your face, so I did like that. But I did like, yeah, overall that is fine. I did enjoy the WrestleMania 22 gear that Copeland was rocking. So overall that was fine. Just not the Nick Wayne table goes out.
I can't do Nick Wayne anymore.
Kingston Moxley. Kingston gets the big win, but really quick Samoa Joe wins, defeats MJF, and then the Devil reveal. What was your thoughts on the Devil?
Well,
reveal?
we called that.
Of course, yeah.
We called that. I guess the injury's legit. He's
yes,
still
I think
wearing
so, too.
It's still wearing a boot.
That's what me and my buddy were saying.
But
we're like, oh, if it wasn't
they
legit,
went forward with the storyline. So, I mean, great storyline. I can't wait to see where it goes from here. Good time for MJF to drop the title. He's got a torn labrum.
Yeah.
He's got a whole bunch of other nagging injuries. Go heel.
Yeah, he had said that he wanted to make sure that this whole Devil storyline had gone through.
And the fact that AEW took him off the active roster, bravo AEW. He's already signed his contract, people. Let's not get it twisted. It's all kayfabe.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to be with AEW for a while. I think eventually he'll probably ponder over WWE, but it might not be until he's 30s. I don't know how much longer AEW is going to last. I give it 5 years.
That's okay. That's crazy.
I'm sorry. They're losing money left and right, in the States at least. They are. Yeah. I hope they don't go belly up. I really do. I love the alternative to WWE that it is. Yeah. But things need to change.
Yeah, I mean, it's that.
The New Japan style of wrestling does not work in the U.S., man. You got to do something different.
Yeah, maybe you got to hit some storylines, and that's exactly that. So maybe that'll be. I asked that for WWE. that should maybe be the New Year's resolution for AEW.
Better storylines.
Better storylines.
Yep.
I think I can agree. Definitely agree with that on you with that, and hopefully you can too at home. So everyone that enjoyed this episode, I hope you did. More Bad Karma Wrestling in this year, upcoming.
Yes.
And more Bad Karma Wrestling next week, so take care. We love yous. Enjoy the day. Bad Karma Wrestling.
Bye.
Peace out.
This is Bad Karma Wrestling.
Give me a hell yeah.
With no gimmick Nick Johnston.
It doesn't matter how you feel.
And David Double D Dykstra.
Throughout the 1960s, 70s, and 80s, Judy Finelli established herself as a masterful